Hi, up next we've got something a little bit different. It could be considered to be a little bit rare, simply because I don't think there was too many of these made. Anyhow, let me tell you what it is. It's an ENTC, which comes from Algeria. The initials means Enterprise Nationale de Telecommunications, and it was set up by the Algerian government to deal with their telecommunications industries. Later they brought Ericsson's in, and they got different types of equipment, but this one was, I would say, homemade in Algeria. There are some interesting bits about it. It just shows you what you can do on a limited budget, because I found that it looks quite neat. The handset contains two elements. Now, one of these elements is made by Citesa, which is a Spanish company. The transmitter is also made in Spain. Doesn't say Citesa, but it probably is, and it uses the same type of insert as the American phones. Anyway, let's have a little look inside. I don't know where I got this from. I had it a while. I've taken the cover off. As I say, I don't know. I have seen one since, but I don't think they're that common. Now, having a look at the phone itself, you've got your keypad. Now, this keypad shows the star and the hatch, crosshatch, but it gives out pulsing. It's not a touch tone dial. It gives out normal Stralgia pulses. So if you dial 5, you get 5 pulses, 6 pulses, and so on. The star and crosshatch don't do anything. You press it and nothing happens. They're not even used to store the last digits being dialed. So that is the keypad. The bell in there is, in my opinion, very crude. It was all loose when I checked it out, but that's not the fault of the phone. It's obviously got vibrated and got loose. It's only on one gong, the make it ting, which I adjusted that to make it ting nice. So it's on one gong only, mounted on a metal plate with a single coil bell coil. Now, coming up to the actual printed circuit, it's only got the basic things in that you need. You've got your induction coil, a capacitor so you can make the bell ring. But there's nothing really extra. It just, it made it up with the basic idea. The switch hooks is quite good. Because in the under there, you've got, I presume, a little switch or a micro switch. You can't really see it, and I'm not going to take that off to look in there. But obviously, when you put the handset down, these are activated, so it's not too bad, that idea. Very basic. your cables are held in by a little plastic clip underneath. Turn it over and have a look at the base. I've copied from another one what these actually say. They say it's ENTC Algeria, and that number fully is YPT-21006-AOAB. I know some of it's missing on my one. Also, the other model that I looked at the photo of the other one, showed there was an adjuster there for the bell, but this one doesn't seem to have one. The X for plus and the minus sign at the top, they're still there. So whether that part's gone missing, I don't know. It might have been made without the adjuster. That's their little trademark on there. That's more or less I've got to say about this. It's interesting in as much as it's obviously was made down to a price, and under this ENTC was set up under the Algerian government, and now or later on it was then not taken over by Ericsson's, but Ericsson's were associated and they provided presumably more of the stuff. As I say, in this phone I've looked at any names and I don't recognise anything. They're obviously are local made. The only thing that was obviously imported was the inserts for the handset. They're well made case. Obviously would have been for a dial or the keypad. That is more or less it. Any questions please ask. The keypad's held in by quite a good way actually. It's got like little plasticky rubber mounts which holds it in. You've got your keypad sandwiched to another board with the components on the underside. Date of this I would think is possibly 1980s. So there we are. That's the ENTC phone from Algeria on pulse dialing, not on tone. Anyhow, thanks for watching. And any questions, let me know and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks again for watching.